Hello guys, this is about Grand Theft Auto 6 and about you have a lot of people rightfully complaining about the price hikes and stuff. I do have a different take on this. Um, it's just my experience on certain things. I'm just trying to be logical. Um, I remember that my mom purchased a game from Super Nintendo and it was 70 bucks. And that was before the tax. So it cost a little bit more than $70. And I believe the production value to the game, like the budget to this game, was now nowhere near anything that Grand Theft Auto ever did. But yet it cost $70. And you know what? You gotta buy it. And you weren't gonna pirate it. It's a cartridge, and not everyone had a way to copy those ROMs, extract those ROMs. So yeah, you either bought it or you try to steal it from the store or you rented it. But if you wanted it, you had to spend 70 bucks. Now, mind you, these games that were constantly rented, you know how much money they made from these games? Like Blockbuster and all these other stores, even in the 80s when they were renting out the Nintendo games. Do you know how much people rented out these games and how many times someone had to continue to spend $5 to rent these games? Because that's what it cost. A lot. And it passed $100 for just renting a game, even if you can beat it. But if you were from that time, you would know that Nintendo games were hard as hell. Some of these games were just, they weren't beatable. So yeah, you had to spend $5 a lot, and you probably never beat that game. I remember my granddad had a lot of recordings and stuff, and he would go to different places like electronic boutiques. And I remember him going to one and him panning over to this game, and it was $100. And this was a cartridge game. What game was this? This was Mario and Duck Hunt bundle, because you could either get it with the Nintendo or you can get it without the Nintendo. And I have something else. I have more. The Neo Geo for the house console was like $700. Okay, $600 to $700. Each game, which was on a CD, cost a lot. We're talking about maybe the same prices that we're paying now. Okay, they didn't sell right. They didn't sell good, right? And the console wasn't a success. I'm getting to something. There are two things that I'm trying to get here. It's a myth that we should be surprised. We shouldn't be surprised that these prices are coming up, especially with the production value of these video games. Even though yes, you could bring down the price, but the other thing that I'm trying to get at is the Neo Geo for the home console Neo Geo wasn't a success because no one bought it. But if you keep buying it and it becomes a success, then why are you complaining? You're telling them that you like it, so they're going to continue selling it for the same price. When we do something together, we win. But when we're contradicting our own actions and then you complain about it, who is really to blame here? You're not obligated to buy this game. This isn't something like you need a diabetic pills or something that you have to buy this, or God forbid, any other disease that medication is really really expensive. These video games, you don't have to buy them. You could wait off. I'm sure a lot of you have a hell of a Steam library, and all those rented games that you have on Steam. I mean, the games that you bought on Steam. I'm sorry, I forgot that they're no, actually they're not yours. Anyway, the same thing with Ubisoft, and they even said it. These games aren't yours. You're just renting them. When any time they want to cut out the online part of the game, then you're screwed. And yet you keep buying the game. Why are they able to get away with this? It's because you guys are letting it happen. I'm letting it happen. Well, not me. I'm actually not, because I don't play online games. But my point here is that this has already happened before. They will always push the boundaries, but there was something magical about people in the 80s and the 90s, I guess. And it was that when we didn't like something, we didn't shove it in our mouths. We didn't take it. We didn't buy it. But nowadays, I don't know what happened. You guys buy the merchandise that you complain about. although you can make money off of this, the video games nowadays, you can actually upload it to YouTube and you can get revenue from it. So yeah, you can make money at least from the games now. So if you spend $100 on Grand Theft Auto 6 and on day one you stream that video and you're monetized or whatever. I don't know if it's monetized or not monetized, but whatever. If you're monetized, you're gonna make a lot of money. You're gonna make 1 million views, maybe 500,000, even on a small little channel. If you're the first one to upload it or one of the first. So is it expensive? Yeah. Are you gonna do something about it? They did it in the 80s and they did it in the 90s. When people speak up, they listen. But it doesn't seem that your actions are matching your whining. You know? I'm just saying, when the release of Grand Theft Auto 6 comes out, I want to see how much people that were complaining, these big time, I mean no disrespect to them, but I'm just being real. I want to see how much of these big time YouTubers that complained about it are actually gonna buy it. And I want to see if they're actually gonna buy it, or they're gonna be like, you know what, I didn't buy it. I think it's too expensive, and I don't think you should buy it. I think you should wait for a sale on Steam or whatever. I want to see if you guys are gonna. I want to see if they're gonna do that, and if they do, good. That's respectful. But really, pay attention, man. If they buy the game anyway after complaining about it, there's something up. There's something up, man. And you gotta open your eyes. You gotta open your ears. You gotta be logical. So anyway, that's my experience with games from the past, present, and future. And if you want things to change, then you got to get together and you got to say something. You got to do something, or just don't do nothing. Anyway, peace out and God bless.